Hello everyone, hope you all are doing really well. Today was the last trading day of this trading week, and today was in fact a good day where we saw a few stocks do really well. On a whole, it was a good trading week for all of us. Even if it wasn't, it was a good learning curve for a few of us and also for all of us because we learn from our mistakes. I welcome you all to this channel where we discuss stocks by the way of technical analysis and try to identify the possibilities which we find on the charts which can benefit everyone. Yesterday we discussed Chola Finance, which has done really well today. The resistance that we're talking about has been broken and we saw a move of around 10.5% today. Lind India also is doing well. And most of the other stocks are under the radar like Tata Chemicals. It is important to also note that we assume that IGL will be doing well, but actually the stop loss has been hit in the stock of IGL. So it is a mix and match of everything, friends. You gain someday, you also lose someday. There is no point in highlighting what we gained and what we lost, but what matters most is how much we learned from each of these trades. So the example of IGL was important to give because it is important to tell that we also make losses, but if we keep a stop loss at the right place, we can terminate those losses and minimize those losses actually. So that is the whole and soul idea that we like to promote on this channel. Here we don't like to give any tips or calls, friends, or we don't believe in fortune telling. It is all about analyzing the charts, studying the charts by the way of technical parameters and trying to find out the best case possibility which you guys can implement into your trading or investing and take the maximum benefit out of it as per your experience or trading style or trading psychologies. So no holy grail in the field of trading. It is up to the investor or the trader to find his own holy grail. So we don't give any tips and calls, and the reason why we are making these detailed videos is for the education purpose only, guys, because if we want to give tips and calls, we can run a Telegram channel or a WhatsApp channel or a WhatsApp group and give tips and calls over there. But when we are making detailed videos over these topics, the purpose changes totally. So today's stocks are Federal Bank and Canara Bank, and we'll be also analyzing Navin Fluorine in this video over here today. So if you have still not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel, enable the bell icon, connect with us, which gives us motivation to make videos like these. Let's move on the charts of Federal Bank, Canara Bank and Navin Fluorine and analyze the possibilities we can find. So here, friends, we are on the charts of Federal Bank. We are looking at the monthly time frame first. And what do we see here in the monthly time frame? That the price has been making a bullish move since the last few years, but recently, that is after the month of October or November 2017, that is 3 years ago, we can see that the price has been facing huge volatility and we don't see a particular kind of pattern over there. But then the recent move has been a bearish one. The candle of February 2020 and March 2020 have put the price way below its previous low, which was attained in April 2016. So the price was pushed down below that level also. Recently the price is trying to make a recovery, and it is we can see a couple of green candles here in the monthly time frame. If we have a look at the oscillators here, the oscillators are showing an upward slope, though they are still in a, you can call it a oversold region. Let's analyze it further and go to the weekly time frame. Here in the weekly time frame, we see that the price is trying to make a double bottom breakout and it has reached the apex of the double bottom. So if you observe this keenly over here, you can see that the price made this bottom over here. There is a shadow over there, and then it made this top, then the bottom till the same point where the first bottom was made, and then the price is trying to advance upwards, and it is exactly at the price where the apex of this double bottom lies. So the double bottom breakout hasn't occurred yet. The formation has definitely occurred. So there is a huge potential that we can associate with this stock of Federal Bank over here. If we also try and take a retracement of the price of the fall that has happened, so this impulsive wave from here, if we retrace this, we see that the apex of the double bottom is exactly at the 23.6% of the Fibonacci retracement levels. So exactly from the 26%, the price again showed a pullback, and now it is trying to advance upwards. So let me remove this Fibonacci retracement, and now we'll analyze this double bottom by going into depth on the daily time frame. First of all, also we'll have a look at the momentum oscillators. We don't see any divergence as of now in these oscillators over here. They are inclined upwards, though the RSI is just above 40, but we will analyze it further in the daily time frame and see if we can find out any possibilities. A trading possibility, definitely. From the investing perspective, it would be really early to give a call on this stock, because the trend is bearish. The long-term trend looks bearish, but we can find out some opportunities by the way of a positional or a intraday trade over here. So looking at this chart here, again, if we draw these trend lines here, the apex of the double bottom formation, as we discussed earlier, we can see that the price is exactly near this resistance line as of now. And if we draw the support, we see that the price has been respecting this trend line as a support very consistently. So there was an approach towards this resistance over here. The price was pushed down by the sellers. Again, the buyers tried to take control, and now the price is hovering over here since the last, you can say, at least nearly a couple of weeks, that we can see that the price has been in this zone over here. Now, interesting to see again here is that this level has been respected by the price as a resistance on multiple occasions. Over here, if you see, the price has been respecting this trend line as a resistance. Over here also you see a few shadows. Now the same trend line over here during this mini sideways movement that we have seen in the last couple of weeks, this same trend line is acting as a support for the price. So these are the few levels that you can identify over here. Now what next possibilities we can see in this chart of Federal Bank? Let's go on the charts of Chola Finance, which we discussed yesterday. And yes, as on yesterday, we found out that this level was a crucial one over here, and today we see a breakout of this resistance line over here, and this is almost around 11%. And the same, almost the same thing also happened with Lind India over here when we discussed the same. A few days earlier, we discussed Lind India, I think on Wednesday or Thursday. On Wednesday, I think it was discussed. So it has also seen a breakout on the consecutive couple of sessions, that is yesterday and today we see the breakout of this. So a similar kind of formation has been happening here also, wherein we see that the price is testing the resistance line again and again, and the more number of times it tests the resistance line, the more chances of it that it breaks out this resistance line. So keep a watch on Federal Bank. The buy price will definitely be after a bullish candle formation over here. You have to keep a keen watch. The moves are really rapid. You have to keep a keen watch on every movement that the price shows. On Monday you can do that, and then maybe if you get a good signal, a bullish signal above this line, which confirms that the price has broken this resistance line, then it becomes a good entry point for you, and you can monitor the trade according to you. If we discuss the targets, we don't see any particular resistance level as of now over here. Maybe if you go deep into the charts and analyze the 3-hour or the 2-hour charts, you will find some resistances levels over there, and you can take your decisions according to that. But here on the daily charts, at least we don't see any crucial resistance over here or a support which can give us our targets. But just to calculate how much is the gap that the price will look to fill, it is around 50%. But let's not be greedy by looking at these huge numbers. We have to go step by step and make sure that we can gain maximum out of this only after the price breaks this resistance line in the coming sessions. You can keep your stop loss. The first stop loss, the indication of a stop loss should be this resistance line, because it should act as a support. If it fails to act as a support, and if the price starts trading below, then you should get some bearish signals from that movement, and then you should be in a position to place your stop loss somewhere below this line, or the next stop loss if your risk appetite is high, should be this particular trend line over here. So if we see, if we calculate the possibility, like if you for example, if you just enter this stock somewhere around here, let's say 52 or 53, and then if you have this stop loss, the stop loss is around 12%, which is a huge stop loss. So it is up to the trader or the investor what kind of risk appetite suits him or her, and then he can go for this level as a stop loss. So everything depends on your trading style, friends. As I have been telling so many times on this channel, it depends on the trading style, the trading psychologies, and the trading experience that a particular trader has got and how he looks at these charts. Now let's move on the charts of Canara Bank and analyze if we can see some possibilities over there. So what is the long-term trend here in Canara Bank? It is a huge, you can say, it has been in a bearish move since the very long time. Since October 2010, we see that the price has been moving in a channel. If we also identify the resistances and the supports, we can do this over here, and we see that the price has been moving in this particular channel where the price has been respecting the resistances and the supports over here. So the long-term trend is bearish. Let's directly go to the daily time frame to identify if we can find some trading possibilities over here. From the investing point of view, the situation looks grim as of now. Maybe later in the future, if we get some good moves, we can consider it for the investment option. But as of now, let's just have a look and see if we can find out some possibilities which are resonating with the charts discussed earlier, like Lind India or Chola Finance or Federal India that we discussed today. And we see that the same kind of formation is occurring over here where the price is facing the resistance, the same resistance which it faced earlier. So this resistance is intact again, and the price is making many efforts to break that resistance. And again, I should repeat over here that the more number of attempts it makes to break the resistance, the more become the chances of the resistance being breached. Hence, it becomes a very important point of interest for us, and we should be observing this stock keenly, as we should be in the case of Federal Bank also. If we see a breakout of this resistance line, then we will definitely be in for some good returns over here. And if I identify the stop loss over here, you see, friends, this level over here, if you see, this level over here has been acting as a support for the price. This trend line here is acting as a support for the price in the last 6 to 8 sessions, and it is a very strong support that the price is facing. So you can take indications of this support line to set and trigger your stop loss for this particular stock of Canara Bank. The entry should only be confirmed after the breakout of this resistance line by the way of a bullish candle, eminent candle formation. So we always stress on the fact that we need a bullish eminent candle formation that will confirm the resistance is broken, and maybe we see some big moves again here in this chart of Canara Bank, which is resonating with most of the charts which we have discussed earlier. That does not necessarily mean, friends, that this chart will also show show the same movements as the earlier charts have shown, but here we are just trying to identify the best case scenario, the possibilities, and we are trying to discuss on all the possibilities that are possible. Okay, let's move on the chart of Navin Fluorine over here and analyze it. So here in Navin Fluorine, friends, you see this is the monthly time frame, and the price has been in a bullish trend since a very, very long time now. Recently, you see the slope of the movement also has been a great one, and the price is making rapid strides towards its all-time high. The recent 2 months candles are not having a huge body but are with huge shadows, so that is a cause of concern, but that is an indication that maybe a big move is on the cards. The alignment of the moving averages here is also a very healthy one. The price has been taking the support of EMA 21 consistently since the last 5 to 6 years. Maybe again there are chances that the price will try to take a support over here, but then we'll be analyzing it further. Also, let's have a look at the indicators, the momentum indicators here. So momentum indicators are resonating with the price movement, and we don't see a particular kind of a divergence over here. The slope of RSI is sideways, but that also complements the fact that the price has been to an extent moving sideways in the last couple of months. Now let's go on the weekly time frame. So here in the weekly time frame, we see that after the price moved sideways for quite a lot of weeks, actually, we see a surge in the price, and the surge in the price can be seen from October 2019. And then onwards, the price has been making higher highs and higher lows. There are a couple of red candles over here in the period of March 2020, after which the price very quickly attained its previous high, the previous swings high, without wasting too much of time, and then the price is continuing its trend, resuming its trend which it was doing earlier. Now the thing here to watch for is, if we draw this resistance line, this support line over here, then this gives a clear indication that the price has been respecting this line as a support for many sessions now, for quite a lot of time. Hence the possibility of it doing same enhances even now. So this is the daily time frame of Navin Fluorine, and what do we see here? The trend line which we drew here. Let me disable this moving average is 55 so that we don't get confused with the color over there. So this trend line over here has been respected in the weekly time frame and has been respected now again in the daily time frame. If I draw another trend line over here, we see that the price has been facing this trend line since the last few days. If I extend it further, we can have more touch points in this manner. So these are the couple of trend lines. This is the short-term trend line that the price has been facing. We'll consider this for further analysis now, because we're considering a short-term trade possibility over here right now. From the point of view of investment, definitely this is a good stock, but we'll be discussing it again, that this is the exact resistance line that the price is facing right now. So if the price starts trading above this resistance line, from the investing point of view also, this becomes a very good stock to invest, because we see that the long-term trend both in the monthly and the weekly time frame are bullish. So here what we see, friend, that the price is contracting into a flag formation. It is trading in a wedge wherein it is being squeezed between these two trend lines. So definitely we are going to see a breakout either in the upward direction, or we can see a breakout of this breakdown of this support line, and the price will start trading below this support line. So something is under the cards over here. Something is going to give in the coming sessions. The price won't keep on trading over here in this flag formation or a wedge formation, you can call it, for a long period of time. We are about to see some big movement in this stock of Navin Fluorine for sure. So if the price starts trading above this particular resistance line, then it will be a clear-cut breakout, which it has not been able to do actually since the last you can say around 5 to 6 months, that the resistance has been intact. So now if this resistance is broken, the price will definitely try to achieve higher heights in the upward direction, as it has been doing since the last so many years. So your entry point here will be after a clear-cut breakout of this resistance line. You can take help of this support line to determine your stop loss. Let's see how much stop loss that can be in the case if you try to keep the stop loss in that position. So if after a clear-cut breakout, let's assume that you enter the price over here, the stop loss here is around 7%. So according to your risk appetites, you can decide the stop loss. But we are assuming that the price makes a breakout of this particular trend line over here. We never know, it can also take a lot of time and make a breakout in this direction. So to give all our viewers an idea, this resistance line is at 1642. That is where this resistance stands in this case of Navin Fluorine. So keep a watch on this stock. A breakout of this resistance line will be in for a big move. So here we discussed Federal Bank, Canara Bank and Navin Fluorine. In Federal Bank, friends, we saw that a similar kind of a chart formation as we discussed yesterday in the case of Chola Finance is happening. We don't want to relate these two charts because they are totally different, but we get some idea about how we can place the resistances and supports by comparing these two charts. So a critical resistance over there in the case of Federal Bank, it is just around 50.7, or you can call 51. That resistance is over there. If a clear cut breakout of that resistance happens, then we are in for something good in this stock of Federal Bank. You must place your stop losses according to your trading styles. Now the next which we discussed is Canara Bank. We see that the critical resistance is at 106.95 in this case over here in Canara Bank. Hence, a clear cut breakout of this will also present some good possibilities in this stock of Canara Bank. And we talked about Navin Fluorine. So Navin Fluorine is showing a flag formation. The price is getting compressed in a wedge over there, and a clear cut breakout either in the upward or the downward direction is very much under the cards, wherein we can see some decisive move, a violent move, and maybe Navin Fluorine can continue the long-term bullish trend that it has established in the last so many years. It will definitely try to continue that trend and make higher highs and higher lows. So that resistance in the case of Navin Fluorine stands at around 1650. So you can refer all these critical levels in these charts of all these three stocks and take your decisions accordingly. If you like this video, friends, if you find the analysis useful, if it has brought any value addition to you, please like the video, share the video. Also subscribe to the channel. Make sure that all the videos reach you in the quickest time possible by enabling the bell icon. Share the video with everyone who is interested in these stocks or on a whole in the stock markets or any other currency or forex markets or the commodity markets, because it is of benefit for everybody. Thanks for watching this video till the end. We'll be back again. See you again, and thank you.